Hi everyone, welcome to the House Democratic Caucus. I'm Lori Hogan. I represent Essex Junction. I have some notes because quite frankly, it's been a really long week and I want to make sure I get those right. First, I want to start by thanking everyone here, because I see more than just Democrats in the room. It's been a long couple of weeks, long time on the floor, a lot of debate. So I appreciate everyone and the values and the time and the energy you bring to your roles here. I am really grateful for the conversations I've been able to have over the last couple of days with Democratic Caucus members, expressing concerns that we have two tax policy amendments on the floor on two very important must pass bills that have not been vetted through the committee process. We had an agreement with the Senate that they would tackle this policy first. Unfortunately, they have yet to pass it, although I know they have also been working on it. They have yet to pass it to us. And here we are at the end with these two amendments today, again on two must-pass bills. While we are a very big tent in the Democratic Party, we all have the same values, and we all agree that policy needs to go through the committee process, testimony be taken, data analyzed, consequences fully vetted, and then votes to be taken. To hold true to these values and the good process, the following will now happen with these two amendments. First, unknown fact, at least I didn't know, that appropriations and ways and means have exemptions from committee bills. So they can still pass a committee bill out. Therefore, once Ways and Means and the House completes our important work on education, the Ways and Means Committee will take up a committee bill for both of these tax policies, and maybe others, and have a vote in committee. They will fully vet these bills, these amendments. They will do the work that needs to be done to determine if this is what's good for Vermonters. If it passes out of committee, then there will be a vote on the floor as there normally is. We will not allow the calendar to run out, but I want to be clear that education remains our priority. We've worked extremely hard in committees. We're so close. And Ways and Means will be getting an education bill soon. They are still currently, even without that language, taking testimony to help with the education transformation we're trying to do. But there is some work they cannot do until they actually get the language from education and the other committees that will be providing language. So we'll work on education, we'll pass it out, and then the committee will take up the work on these two tax policy amendments. House Democrats support working families, seniors on fixed income, and all Vermonters who are struggling to make ends meet as the cost of healthcare, housing, groceries, and gas continue to rise dramatically, all while a dangerous federal administration chooses to reduce taxes on billionaires and withhold congressionally appropriated funding that is meant to help Vermonters. We take that very seriously here. And we also take very seriously that policy must be vetted. So we will do the work. Any questions? Well, hold on.
I can talk really loud.
No, you need a microphone.
Thank you. I want to thank you for Representative Michael Rickey, Southeast Kingdom, Vermont. I want to thank you for undertaking this. I think we have to recognize that Donald Trump has his thumb on the scale across the country, including in this building. And it's time we point out who is for the billionaires and who is for working Vermonters. And this is one way we can do it. If people want to support billionaires, they can vote against this. If people want to support working people, then they can look to support a tax structure that doesn't support billionaires and corporations. And I'm glad we're going to take this up. I appreciate your concerns that we share. And I appreciate the opportunity to point out how Donald Trump is affecting policy here in Vermont. And we need to stand up against it. This weekend, tens of thousands of Vermonters are going to come together to protest those policies. And I think we stand with them, and this is another way we can do that. So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Carol has. Karen's gonna get her exercise.
Carol Odie, state rep in Burlington. This promise to take these two bills up, this does not preclude the Senate taking action.
Correct. And we do hope they take action. It takes, as I said yesterday on the floor, 181 elected officials to pass policy. We're only 150. Thank you.
I also want to say thank you to House leadership, to our caucus for having these important conversations. Everything that the representative from Putney said is absolutely true. And the commitment that we're making here today is that we are going to continue to stand with working people in Berry City and all across the state, because these policies are just so important to the fiscal future of our state. And we're looking at incredibly hard budget cycles, incredibly complicated property tax situations, really hard education reform. These are just such important conversations, and I really want to thank leadership for allowing us to have these conversations and the commitment to move these policies forward. So thank you very much.
Thanks.
And anyone else that from Berry City, thank you.
Thanks, Teddy. Anything else?
That's all. Thank you, Candace White from Waitsfield. Just a quick question on process. Will these amendments come to the floor, or are they going to be pulled back because the committees will take them up at a later date?
So today, there will be motions made on the floor to withdraw the amendments. And then once we finish our education work and it passes the House, the Ways and Means Committee will take up a committee bill. They will vet these policies. And if they choose to move something forward, it will be a committee bill.
And if they can't, what happened?
Well, it's a committee process. So we will see what happens.
I'm Representative Charlie Kimball from Woodstock. So as a member of the Ways and Means Committee, I look forward to having the discussion of the different policy proposals on their merits. It's not necessarily a slam dunk. We may have some disagreements over what the right policy is, and that's the right way to do it. So I think we will have some time to carve out that time in order to do it before the end of the session. So thank you for making them up.
Thank you. All right, we need to be back on the floor at 4:30. Thanks, everyone.